Hey, what is going on, Savvy? How you doing, dude? How has your week been? I don't know about you all. I am very much looking forward to the weekend. This has been a very fun and but very busy week. Not a lot of sleep involved with this week. In fact, I don't know if I hit I don't know if I hit over 6 hours in a single night this week, which is that's not normal for me. That's not how I normally do. Jacob, what is going on, my friend? How are you doing? How are you doing? You looking forward to the weekend? I'm going to Slaymon, man. You know, I've seen you active on the Discord server and in the comments. I really appreciate that. I keep calling you Slay. Does that work? Let me know if it doesn't. If you're like, "Dude, that's not how my name's pronounced," let me know. I would really appreciate that. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing out there? Yeah, there's the link to DLL's channel. He's going to be streaming this too, which I think will be a lot of fun. You can see both sides.
That link's in the chat now.
Awesome. You'll be able to check that out, see his side of it. And honestly, guys, I mean, if you're attending this stream, chances are this isn't your first stream of mine that you've attended. You know DLL is a wealth of information and an excellent player. Check out that channel. The channels I talk about in here, I'm being very genuine. I'm being very honest. I actually watch these channels. I watch them for a variety of reasons, typically entertainment, and also because I just want to get better at the game. So I highly recommend that. Nilo, what's up, dude? I feel like it's been a bit. Did you make a decision on that rank 3 science? I'm very curious. Slay works? Nice. I like it. Musin, how you doing, man? Looking forward to the weekend of a basketball tournament. Nice. Are you actually playing in it, or are you going as an attendee? Or, you know, me and my life is, are you now going to watch your child play from 6:30 in the morning till potentially 6:30 at night?
And unfortunately, that means watching a lot of other children play.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, yes, Johnny is very good at basketball. Luke, what is up, my friend? Finally, to stay awake long enough to join. I know, dude. Time zones don't work out like that. I don't sleep more than 6 hours myself. Dude, I'm usually like a 7 hours. 7 hours, 7.5, sometimes 8. 6.5 could be okay, but repetitive less than 6 is not good for me. I might be cranky today. Let's hope not. K-Dog, what's up? You just have to deal with the channel too. Honestly, check it out, dude. War videos, but he actually talks about the fights. I like war videos anyway. I enjoy war. I enjoy war videos anyway, especially if I follow the channel. I'm invested in how they're doing and how their season went. You know, not all of them go well. But then there's also war videos I really enjoy. Of particular for me are J-Nick, DLL, Iron Patriot. I'm sure I'm forgetting some people, but like I said, I haven't got a lot of sleep. But what I particularly like about theirs, and there's other reasons too, but the common thing with them, the common thread is they talk through their fights. So I don't just learn how to take Sasquatch on encroaching stun. I learn more about how to actually fight Sasquatch. And I'll typically learn about the attacker they're using and ways to utilize that attacker. So then when I go and I fight a Sasquatch in 7.1, I know how to do that. Or when I have to fight Sasquatch in Grandmaster's Gauntlet, I know how to do that. So that's very present in their videos, and that's why I enjoy them even more than I enjoy a typical war video. All right, we're supposed to do incursions. I need to actually pick a team. Dude, I've been thinking all morning about who I was going to bring in, and I just can't make up my mind. I can't make up my mind.
I mean, I'm going to keep saying Surfer until you do it. Well, with Odin.
We are trying to make it to room 15, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not today. With as tired as I am, I wanted to go
That's a fair point.
I wanted to go fun. The fact that I can't even find Apocalypse, I think, is telling. I do have an Apocalypse, don't I? I didn't delete him. Okay.
When did you last play Incursions?
Probably the last time you and I did it.
Okay. So he's not on cooldown.
No, he's there. He just...
Jacob says I'm flexing APOC and Tiger on him. Sorry, man. They're right there at the top.
Jacob, have you been on the Discord server since we uploaded the Apocalypse sticker? That's a special nod to you, my friend.
That's so mean.
It's not mean. Is it mean? I didn't mean for it to be mean.
Well, what is the Apocalypse sticker? It's no.
Exactly. But I feel like that's Jacob's sense of humor. I feel like that's Jacob. Like that, honestly, when Jacob and Asher are chatting in the stream, and if those of you who watch enough will probably, if you've noticed, if you're really paying attention, you can see there's times where I like get caught up in them making fun of each other, going back and forth, and then like I'll just be. It's kind of like if I'm quiet for more than 5 seconds, that's what's going on. All right, I do need to pick another champion.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't start the first room with 6 mystic or with 6 mutants.
Yeah, okay. So
5 is enough.
I'm gonna do some.
No, I'm saying you can bring those, but
No, I want to do. I want to try something here.
But Slay, I'm really happy that that guide helped you. The Korg is a nasty fight if you missed one of the interactions for sure.
All right, I've heard these champions are good. Let's check them out.
I've heard they're good. Okay.
PWF. Yeah, you know what it is, my friend? There's a reason why I like Dreamin'. One, I always go to, he's not a hypocrite, which I think we can all agree is true. And 2 is secretly, sometimes he and I would DM, and I'd be like, by the way, I just totally agree with you. I'm just a really nice person, so I can't say that publicly. And I'll be like, and you could be nicer to them in the way you say that. But yeah.
Are you a really nice person if you're still thinking it?
I know. Well, I think a lot of these things are like, we'll think them. It's just how do we go about conveying the information, right?
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself anyway. Hey, Vegas, this is a good team for Gauntlet. Oh, hold on, real quick. We got a Gauntlet question.
Oh, yeah.
R5 Quake. And guys, just so you know, DLL is also streaming this. So I don't know what the ethics are on this, but if you could pull his up and, you could just mute one of the streams, you could watch them both. And I think that'd be great. And you'll learn a lot from watching his as well. Hey, Vega, is this team good enough for Gauntlet? R5 Quake, R5 Ghost, R5 APOC, R2 Magneto, R5 Archangel. Should I use my Human Torch in place of Archangel?
That really depends, because that is very much a competitive, like, meta team, so much, or as much as there is one.
Yeah.
But Torch versus Archangel, I mean, are you going to make Archangel a horseman? How comfortable are you with Torch? Is your Torch rank 3? And after that, it just comes down to comfort, because they counter a lot of the same fights. Like, that's Mojo, Sasquatch, mainly those 2. Torch would also take Dragon Man, but Archangel can also take Black Panther, a couple others. In my opinion, that's kind of a toss-up. You just have to go through and ask yourself, like, who do I feel more comfortable with for the 2 or 3 fights that those 2 would both take?
You did that long pause about ask yourself. I thought you were setting up do I feel lucky today? Do I?
No, just moving into my accidental Obama impression.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's funny. I get questions like that quite a bit, and I love trying to answer them and be helpful. The thing for me is it's so hard to without the context. And I think that's kind of what you're saying is like, well, how comfortable are you going to be in this particular fight? Like, okay, are you going to be? How are you going to take Sasquatch? That's usually one of the ways they start with that.
Yep.
Because I could not stand that fight with Archangel, but a lot of people soloed it with him. I liked it with APOC. So it's just like, okay, as long as you know you're doing that, and then let's start moving down. Like, how are you taking Korg? But I agree with the way how I basically everything DLL just said in his analysis. And the one thing I always recommend when I get these questions is go check out that spreadsheet, right? Like, I'm not just trying to get a view. Go look at the spreadsheet and then see, do I have an answer for every single fight? Or if I don't, will I at least not get roadblocked? And am I comfortable with my ability to kind of get through that with items and revives? Xander.
Well, and Luke is saying, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I just want to congratulate Xander on an awesome pool. What's going on?
Awesome. I was saying, because Luke is saying here, like, well, APOC works fine for Black Panther, so I would lean towards Torch. But the funny thing is, both of the other fights I mentioned, Mojo and Sasquatch, I took with APOC. Yeah. Quite efficiently. So again, it really comes down to what are the trade-offs that you're willing to make.
Okay, one last thing, and then we will eventually get to gameplay. I just want to answer. There's statements. First of all, hello, Mr. Belding, Meta, K Dog, so many people, Natalie, Aaron. Sorry if I missed you guys. K Dog twice. I just like K Dog a lot. It's very excited. It gets me excited. Is if I miss a question, especially because we're doing 2 streams and things like that, don't feel bad repeating it. Don't feel bad repeating it. And then the last thing was, I did see that Legacy left. He's having some fun with the video. Check it out. Don't be too hard on the guy. I see some people being kind of hard on the guy. I don't think he wasn't trying to trick anybody. The thing is, he left because they were like, we need to make room for Vega. Who should we get rid of? Obviously, Legacy.
You are the weakest link.
Obviously. And we can talk about that a little bit on stream, but basically, I am going to for Loki, and I was doing it because they were supposed to be taking the war season off, and my kids are out of
Joke's
school.
on you.
I know, exactly. And I wanted the season off. YouTube is becoming, the YouTube MCoC content is becoming a bigger and bigger part of my enjoyment of the game. So I want to keep up with that. And with my kids being off of school and summer vacations, having a war season off really made a lot of sense to me. I knew they were taking it off, so I was moving over. And they're still more or less taking it off, I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's... Anyways.
Yeah.
So I am moving over. All right.
So Spinnaker, buddy, all showed up. Hey, guys.
Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? All right. So let's actually start... does it matter? Left or right now?
Not really. I looked over everything and I see literally nothing important.
Okay. So I'll go left.
Sounds good.
Yay. Yeah, I actually...
All that matters is I need to remember to get rid of Sinister.
I actually, there's the list of champions that I would like to explore further. I mean, we all have a list, right? That's probably like close to 100 champions long now. Right. Sinister is on that list for me.
He's definitely not terrible. I mean, I know you and I have both seen videos from our friend Cab Communist, who's done some cool stuff with him.
Yeah.
But I feel like even then, he's not super competitive. And if you're gonna invest in Sinister, then you really want the dupe to build him up.
Do you think he needs to be built up?
I think some of those effects are pretty powerful, but it's been a while since I've looked at them, honestly. Maybe someone in chat has a more nuanced opinion on Sinister.
The reason I asked that is I remember when he came into the game, and there was like a lane in war that I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get Sinister, and I'm going to take this lane, I'm going to dominate it. And I don't remember if the war map changed right away, or we just realized it wasn't working out that way. But he is in a lot of synergy teams of champions that I really enjoy. And I've started messing around. Like it's off-season war. I was testing stuff out, and I used him. One fight that I think he actually wasn't terrible for, but it was Section 2, Lane 8 yesterday, and he wasn't necessarily impressive. But for a rank 1 6-star that I really don't know much about how to play, I was pleasantly surprised.
He's not terrible. I just hate how much of his gameplay seems to be just charging that heavy.
Yeah, that.
It bores me to tears. Like, he makes it easy to charge the heavy by pausing the duration. I'll fully give him that. But, ugh.
Yeah.
Jacob is saying Purgatory would have been better if the effects carried over like Sinister. I actually like what they did there. Like, regardless of where the consensus comes down on her being useful or not, I like what they did with making it cross fights instead of persistent abilities, because that allows you to make more powerful abilities that will be balanced by the fact that they fall off. And I'm totally fine with that. I like that mechanic. I just haven't played around with her enough to know if they did a good job with it.
Hey, I don't know if you can see my screen. They're selling some tier 6.
And of course it's trickles again, but especially after the war rewards, that's just
Tier 5. Wow, there's tier 5 too. All right. Well, that's not what this stream's about. Or I'm not going to go into depth and get them right now, but we can talk about it. Yeah, PWF. So that DL and I both had a groan. Mine was more like, this is where I'll be spending resources. And I understand his groan too. You guys would be proud of me. I didn't buy the latest crystal one that had the boost. It was Doom was in there, so that was really helpful for me to not buy it because I was like, I'm not going to pay money to dupe my Sig 200 Doom. And then I didn't open a single crystal for Purgatory and Mr. Negative. I was very, very happy. Man, I brought a champion that I need to not get hit on, and now I can't read the chat as well. I should have just turned on the recoil tree and brought in Omega, so I could just heal up.
Yeah, and that's kind of Felganos is coming up with another point about the purgatory stuff, is that there seems to be a real element of planning, like when you use certain things. And I actually like it with her because it's purely beneficial. It's not like that's one of the cooler parts about the Parry Curse Global and AQ, is that you can plan which fights you have to deal with it to a certain extent, and then you can go ahead and make certain fights easier with the crossfight. And it's just that there's that downside of if you mess it up. But with her, there's no downside. It's all upside, so it actually makes it a little more tactical. It seems kind of interesting to me.
Kim Jong, what is up, dude? Drago, Mr. McGuire. Sorry if I've missed anybody here. That was interesting to hear you say. So it's, I go Felganos.
What did I say?
I don't know. I feel like you had a slightly different, like. Oh man, this is where like me being tired is coming into play. It, you know, in Spanish, it's a really big deal. It's like I feel like you accented a different syllable.
I thought I said Felganos.
Oh, maybe you did. Maybe you did. But you, yeah.
It definitely wasn't Felganos.
Felganos? That sounds like, isn't there like there's a chain restaurant like in the upper Northeast? That's like Domenico's, something like that. Anyways, man, I am off. I am off. You can tell. When is the new Maestro coming? Seems like it's been a while.
Oh, Jacob is saying maybe I did more of a noose than a nose.
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
I heard
that
something.
was unintentional.
I heard something. No intention. The name was of a WoW World of Warcraft. Were you a Warcraft player?
Huh.
Mega, what is up, dude?
Oh, thank you, Spin. Spin was saying you were a little quiet on my side. Okay, Jacob's saying he's fine, so I won't take it too far.
Okay, I'm not going to take the time to read all of these. It has been a while since I've done Incursions. Yeah, and the later expansions, though. Oh, okay. I quit out Lich King. In fact, I never got the Lich King down, which kind of bugged me. But I just couldn't keep going. So, all right. Oh man, iHulk. 2 iHulks.
BWF says you get more T6B than Masters top 10, and you can get 3. Yeah, it's... I mean, I kind of got that impression from looking at the War of Rewards, that it was like, oh, so there is absolutely 0 chance that we get to the release of Act 7.4 before somebody has a rank 4, which was my personal hope. Like, I was okay with basically whatever they felt they wanted to sell and make money on up to that point. I wanted the first rank 4s to be from 7.4. And now I'm thinking we'll be lucky if it comes from 7.3.
Man, there's 2 conversations I want to talk about, and now I'm struggling to follow either of them. We take down Groot. I know he's really hard to fight, but would you mind doing that?
Yeah, happy to do that.
I figured
And
I'll go left again.
Yeah, I really don't care who you take down.
Good, because I did not want to fight Bishop.
Fair. It's early, but he's always annoying.
Yeah, I fight him in every AQ. And yeah. Do you guys watch the I know him through Comics Explained, the YouTube channel? You guys watch that? Anyone know who I'm talking about? I kind of enjoy it because it helps me catch up on a lot of knowledge I didn't otherwise have. And he does that. He does and yeah. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that was weird. BK, what's up, dude?
I have caught so many of my own verbal tics since starting YouTube.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Have you, I've decided to lean into some, and others I actively try to work on not doing.
Yeah, I'm okay with some of them for sure. Like, I don't see myself getting rid of the one that comes up the most is the one that I noticed because it's how I set my timestamps, which is when I move on to the next fight in a war video or something. And it's like, so next up we have, and I'm like, every time.
You know what's cool though is at least you don't do like an announcer voice. Like you don't sound like the Price is Right guy, like being like, and next, you know, you do it feels very natural because I haven't even noticed that.
Yeah, I don't really notice it either unless I'm doing the oh, I am definitely getting to her L3. I've never used Tiger against Groot before.
Nilo, I like your
See
voice.
if I can time this. Yes.
Oh, nice pull. Nice pull. It's funny. I'm getting used to the fact that you're actually streaming your side too, which I do think is great. I'm glad you're doing it, but I don't want to interrupt your stuff. I guess we'll just talk over each other a bit. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, there's going to be some of that.
Yeah, it is what it is. I like Nyla's voice in it. In fact, there's pretty much almost everyone I watch. That's probably part of watching someone's channel is enjoying their voice, or at least it not bothering you. I would think that's a thing, right? But like on things that we do, like I've realized, and I was aware of this about me, I'll mispronounce words, or like every once in a while, like a very slight lisp will come out if I'm trying to say something too quickly.
Yeah, I definitely mispronounce all over the place.
In the grand scheme of things, yeah, I know someone who says the reality is, and it's someone who I don't want to pick fights with. So, but in the back of my head, I'm like, yes, I understand the reality. Yeah, you've said that 4 times now. Thank you for telling me what the reality is. It's a fine saying. I get it. It just is overused.
One of the funniest, ever since somebody pointed it out, was how many YouTubers, and I'm sorry because this will be a little bit of a gnat, say in any way, shape, or form.
Ooh, I don't know if I say that one. I might. All things being equal.
You do sometimes.
Oh, really?
You do sometimes, but not nearly as much as another YouTuber that I watch. There was like one 20-minute video where I think he said it 7 times.
One thing I've noticed that you and I both say is, so right here you'll notice.
Yeah. Don't do what I did right there.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I guess I didn't know his animations as well as I thought I did.
Oh, I did that in one of my last wars last season. I was like, yes, time to counter him, and I ate the second half of his special one to the face. Ooh, extra prowess. Don't mind if I do.
For the most part, yeah, that one comes up. I just use profanity as adjectives. That's a strategy. It's a strategy. That tends to be more of a if I'm overly excited or drinking. That tends to come out of me. Back to WoW. Yeah, dude. I realize I sound like an old timer. I kind of am one, anyways. Classic WoW was amazing. Like just absolutely amazing. I saw a couple people actually played it. It looks like My Alliance. definitely had down Molten Core. I can't think of the name of the dungeon that was like that extra zone that got built. I remember it was like a big server event when like the walls even came down and you got to go into that zone. I can't think of what that was called. I ran a paladin and I got the sword from the first boss that dropped, and my alliance, all the other paladins were very upset with me because I got it in a roll. We had a participation points type of thing to get the rewards, the drops from the bosses, and no one wanted to use their participation points for it. And I had just gotten, I think, like the pants from Molten Core. I had gotten something, and my paladin tier 1 was full. I was on my way to tier 2, if I remember correctly. And anyways, I won that sword, and it really wasn't. It was just meant for paladins, but it wasn't like you didn't use it in those dungeons. I can't think what the term was for raiding. And then we did get down. I think it was we did max clear BWL, which was an absolute blast. And then we did get down Ragnaros. Yeah, I haven't thought of that name in forever. And then we did get down the first boss of Nax. For those who don't know, Nax was an actual raid in the original WoW. It was. And I think only one alliance on my server got very far into it at all. Their name was Chosen, from what I recall. I loved that game. I love that game. I actually still keep in contact with a few of the people I played that game with.
Nice.
Yeah, it was an absolute blast. And we were talking about leveling accounts and stuff on the Discord server. I got tired of my paladin because I basically sat there and spammed debuff, cleanse, and healed, and that just got very boring.
I can imagine.
But that's the way the raids were. Like, that's just kind of how it worked.
Yeah.
We just all stood in a corner. If the ground below us turned red with fire or lava, we would run away. And there was even like I don't think the term was add-on. I can't think what the term was. Someone, if you guys can remind me what it was called. But I think it was called like debuff cleanse. And so you just sat there and pressed a button on your keyboard over and over, and it would like go through the list of who to cleanse the debuffs off of.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really feel like fighting. Oh, I could fight Maw with Cap. So whatever you want is fine.
Small plug from my side. Spin says he's enjoying the Storm gameplay and Incursions run.
Oh. Me too, man.
Are you using Storm X?
I am. She's been a horseman for a bit.
Right on.
Let's see. I was just thinking, you'd be a great counter for Arcus if your cap was Sig 200.
Very clever. Very, very clever. Do you want me to go right? Is there anything?
No.
Okay.
War Machine will be fine. I'm just thinking, who do I want down on? Yeah, it really doesn't matter. You can take Blade if you'd like. I would probably No, actually, Blade's probably the more annoying one.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
You good with me taking down War Machine?
Oh yeah, I forgot to even ask that. All right, I'll take Blade then. Yes, please take War Machine. I'm curious if anyone's saying what they're saying about War. I've always been a huge fan of the lore in WoW was incredible. Like, I actually watched the movie. It was not good, but it was fun to like see it come to life on the screen. Oh, Nax in Classic was brutal. Brutal. We were so excited when we got that first boss down, man. Oh my god. It was a great day. It was a great day.
Work is going to milk this victim complex for all it's worth.
What's he doing? Oh, no. Work, you are going to love it. A benefactor. I did not know this, so we just got new stickers for the Discord server. I'm very excited about them. The artist did an incredible job. But a benefactor of, I guess, my channel and the Alliance, or not the Alliance, I'm still thinking about WoW, the server, went and got a couple new stickers commissioned. You're going to be very excited with them. I can't wait to upload them. In fact, I just didn't have time to get it done before this stream. But you're really going to like them a lot. And I'm not being sarcastic. You definitely are. Captain Infinity War is greater than She-Hulk? Oh. Can we go with different? I really like She-Hulk a lot.
Yeah.
Appreciate you sponsoring this month's loading screen. By the way, dude, when you put that out, that was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. That looked like one of those deep dives that like the new Rockstars does. Again, another YouTube channel that they do on Marvel content, and they'll be like, in this corner, you can see this is clearly a sign of the microverse. So I really appreciated you doing that. That was cracking me up.
Apocalypse with Toxic Advance is pretty gross.
Which one's Toxic Advance again?
The one where heavy attacks, each hit gives you armor up and then poison based on your armor rating.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just doing like a ton of bleed and poison.
I'm using Cap Infinity War against this Doctor Strange, and I'm very tempted to die intentionally.
Looks like you have Toxic Advance too.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it. I was wondering where that poison was coming from. All right. Well, that confirms it. Captain America is very good against 5-star rank 4 Doctor Stranges. For those who don't know, this is like a running joke. Captain America is obviously very good at the game, or in this game. I just have been hesitant to sig mine up. Work in Progress, who's an amazing player, is constantly reminding me of how good Cap is. So it's more just an inside joke. Vegas with Jennifer.
I'm going to let you take this boss. Sounds like a good CGR time, maybe.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, Phil says, yeah, that was broken with a bot. He's so much fun. Oh, I forgot to say hi to Astro. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Nilo, you know what? New Rockstars, Rob from Comics Explained, there's just not enough. They're putting out quality content, and people just aren't aware of it. So I got to do my job and shout them out, you know? That's who I am.
Oh, I forgot to say earlier, Spin was saying Mr. Negative might be solid in Incursions, given his large amount of debuffs and the degen hacks. And he would also be safer than most with buff cornucopia, I would think, because he gets those Furies, and he's immune to Nullify, Stagger, and Fate Seal. He could be interesting.
That's true. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this.
Phil says, let's see some Mysterio. Maybe.
Missed the parry. I'm trying to set something up. I'm not doing a great job.
Ben says, I was also thinking Entropic Shield for extra block proficiency, allowing you to parry heavy without dashing back much. Yeah, that'd be solid for negative. The Plague Mind is annoying, for sure.
Yeah, it was spending too much time just trying to set up the stupid power gain to show Work how good it could be if you played him a certain way. And in doing so, I kind of proved Work's point about how overcomplicated it can be, and then you end up missing parries, and then Doc Ock power locks you. It's fun. So Work's probably not even watching anymore. But if I don't miss those parries, you can just time the power gain, and because it's one of the last judgments, it's going to last even longer, and you could even potentially, I think, shoot all the way up to the SP3 if you wait too long.
Hey, R7. Oh.
Let's see if there's any more. Vega, what do you do for a living? I run a private small foundation. which is definitely a full-time job. It takes up a lot of time, and part of why I've gotten such a little sleep this week. But it does provide me a lot of flexibility in my schedule, which allows me to do things like this and to be around my family as much as I am. So I feel incredibly blessed and to have that sort of position. All right.
Okay. I would prefer you take down Longshot, but I'm fine with either. I'm guessing you probably want me to take down Heimdall.
Yeah. Yeah, pressure gauge. I don't want to read it. Yeah, that's fine. You said you want me to take down Longshot, right?
Yes. Power play is a little bit annoying.
Yeah, that's fine.
For Store, who I'm going to use.
Jacob says, picked up the APOC Doom calves. Well, I'm glad you didn't pull Max Sig Doom, but sorry you missed out on APOC again.
What's my address? How about I just give you my social security number instead? Would that be good?
Be sure to include your mother's maiden name. We wouldn't want to leave any bases unturned.
My mother is still a maiden, sir. I do not like you questioning her integrity like that. What's up, Amadeus? Fel made the exact same joke I did. Mr. Belding's cracking me up. What's up? I usually. Oh man, this is funny stuff. You know what's funny though is because of the channel and my age and stuff, I legitimately understand someone being like, "What the heck does this guy do for a living?" Like something is not adding up here. So I feel very comfortable with that, and like literally, even if you knew my real name, there's no way in heck you could look me up on the internet. It's just that common of a name, which I'm fine with, you know. So it's all good, and I know people don't have bad intentions.
I'm gonna need to go back and take screenshots of some of the moments on this because that L2 was beautiful.
Of your storm.
No, Tigra, because Toxic Advance, the poisons count as obviously damaging debuffs, which gives her more direct damage on her specials.
How are views on? Because I know you and Spin both did the stream breakdowns, which I enjoyed watching / listening to both of them for both of you guys. But I was very curious, like how was there seemed to be a lot of interest in that or no?
Honestly, really bad, which is why I haven't bothered to do the next one yet.
That's a shame, but because I liked them both.
Yeah, I mean they're fun to make, and it's fun to actually sit down and talk about some of the best fights. But I think it's just that most of the people who care about them like showed up to the stream, and those people will make it, but it just doesn't bring in a lot of extra.
Yeah, I could see that. Especially because, like, it's not. I would imagine it's not something folks are gonna. It's not like the rewards for Incursions are amazing, causing people to be like, okay, I really want to do better in Incursions. How can I do that? I'll watch this to get better at it.
They are way better than they get credit for them.
That's true. That is true. In fact, I didn't even try the Deadpool, whatever you call, or not Deadpool, Goldpool packages, or whatever the term is, because I have a feeling that usually when Kabam does something like that, like as soon as those expire, like a day later, they'll be like, here's something better. Bet you wish you had saved your money. I don't know Vega's real name, but Vincent would be my first wild guess. So, Meta, are you being serious? Are you joking? And are you aware of why I use the name Vega to begin with? That's really funny. And I love the name Vincent. In fact, if either of my kids had been a male, I would have pushed hard for the name Vincent. Wait, what's the business you run? Luca, it's a small private foundation. Did you want me to take Spark?
Up to you if you want some Ghost Rider redemption, but I'm good either way.
Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead. I think I answered the question. Drago, thanks for stopping by, man. Really appreciate it. I mean, it is because of Vega from Street Fighter 2. So that was the main one. And obviously I was younger when I was playing Street Fighter 2. I just liked the champion. I didn't realize what an a-hole he apparently is. But yeah, so there's that. And then I still actually like the movie Pulp Fiction. And the John Travolta character is named Vincent Vega. And so those two combined, like I just every game I play, it's Vega, some variation of Vega. And then my dog was named Vega, and she passed sometime during this COVID pandemic. I don't remember exactly when, but that was tough. And I started the channel right around then, so it was cool. Hey, Vega, I just watched your June trip. Nice video, and thank you for the shout out. Oh, buddy, absolutely, dude. And it was funny because as I was filming, and I think if I know it's long, so I realize a lot of folks don't watch the whole thing. But there was like 2 points where I was like, well, Buddy Lee actually does this really well too. You should check him out for this as well. I think it was iHulk and Gambit, Horseman Gambit. So yeah. I like to direct people, like, again, like the channels I watch, I like to talk about them. I like to direct people to them as best as possible. So yeah.
Yeah.
Spin says, what was the motivation behind my in-game name? I've mentioned it before. It's not a great story. It's just I am quite tall, and I used to be extremely lanky. And so in high school marching band, a couple of the section leaders called me long leg times, and I just decided to start using that.
It is hilarious.
Take care, Jacob.
Jacob, see you, Jake. What if anyone calls him Jake? Jacob. We were all younger. Yeah, Mr. Belding, I realized how that came out. What I meant was when I played Street Fighter 2, like in the arcade, like Pizza Parlor arcade, I was younger than when I saw Pulp Fiction. So the real genesis of me liking the Vega name was from Street Fighter 2. But yes, hopefully we were all younger when we started playing Street Fighter. All right.
The Ultron does have Surging Vengeance.
I never remember their abilities here. And if we need me to swip some, I'm not attached to any of my champions at all.
Well, I was just going to ask. I mean, he also has power play. Yeah, that would probably mess with CGR. That's probably not worth it. Do you think that Cap could get him down before he gains 6 bars of power?
I don't know. Cap's pretty weak. That's a joke. I honestly I have no clue. I haven't done Incursions in forever, and
do you have thoughts on that?
I'm happy to bring in someone else. I
could Ep take down Ultron in Zone 5?
I don't think Work's here. He actually told me he had to get to his job, so I don't think he's here.
Oh, okay. He just responded on one of mine, so I thought he might still be.
Oh, maybe that was the old.
Meta's saying you should pull in Spider-Ham.
Let's do it. For who?
That'd be fun.
For CGR?
Good question. I don't know.
I guess I can just figure it out. I'll take out CGR. I actually don't enjoy him in Incursions, so.
I can understand that.
The only negatives
I've used him a few times, and he's not bad, but it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's just kind of. I feel like it's kind of an awkward play. The only problem is I will then lose the armor break from Cap, and I did kind of like having that, but I don't need it. The armor break's not going to help me in this zone, right? None of the Ultron drones need to be armor broken.
No, it's just a damage boost.
All right, let's have fun with spam then.
Okay. Do you want Oscillate or Buffet?
Oh man, I hate Oscillate.
Okay.
Buffet.
I'm sure you can out damage Buffet.
Yeah, let's find out.
That's true, Spin. That would work too.
Let's see. I really need to tell you to take down Power League. That's nothing. Yeah, you can take down whoever you want.
fun with spam. Yeah, that does sound like it's going somewhere that YouTube would dock me for. Do you off the top of your head remove the movesets for the Cosmic or the Science drone? Just
Cosmic is Magneto, Science is Vision, but he can evade.
Thank you. That made it very easy for me. You said you didn't care who I took down, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. The hack that boosts stuns works on the one that Apocalypse does through block as well. I'm actually trying to build his evade counter, though. Yeah, it may not happen.
Stenderson hack makes Horseman Gambit cheaty. I feel like Horseman Gambit is cheating in a lot of ways. He doesn't even need that. After seeing some of your fights and then
hacks are
seeing
definitely nuts for him.
Yeah.
Phil is just drooling over Apocalypse with buff cornucopia. He really does not need it.
I do remember buffets, Mr. Belding. I cannot wait. My one of my kids absolutely loves breakfast buffets. Like we'll be like, hey, we're gonna go to San Diego and see your grandparents, and we're gonna go to the zoo and see the animals, and we're gonna go to the beach and all these things. And she'd be like, okay, cool. Are we gonna be staying at a hotel with a breakfast buffet? If you could look into that. So
That's
yeah,
adorable.
she cannot wait for it. She can't wait for it. I gotta say, I kind of like a good breakfast buffet too, though. So, all right. Mutant drone.
Electro.
Yep, that's good to know.
Jesus.
Feels weird to have to start taking fights so seriously this early.
Yeah. I'm
This is
lucky
a-
this poison is so low.
I believe you were. I don't remember which line chat it was, but I know you were in that line chat. I don't know if you saw it, but we were talking about if Medusa does come in as a 6-star. And I was saying, like, I was initially extremely excited when I saw her. Like, I think I even sent out a tweet on it just because I thought it was so cool. But then I started thinking, like, I don't know if I would, like, instantly R3 her. And it then created, like, there was a bit of a discussion on part of her job has now been taken by Vision Arcus and Red Magneto,
Yeah. And I still... Well, I was in that chat because I remember what I said. RS7 is really enjoying these Storm specials. Dude, with crit rating multiplied on special attack, she's just insane. But yeah, I wasn't in that chat. And my response was, yeah, Arcus definitely can do it. But he doesn't have 100% uptime. And I believe the counter argument to that was, well, he can get up to 50 seconds. And sure, that sounds like a ton. But
if any of you have watched Karate Mike's Arcus video, you know how dangerous it is to actually get maximum uptime on that armor shatter if you're trying to avoid the defender doing anything. Whereas Medusa just needs one special one. And then she can build to her special 3 and she can maintain 100% uptime.
She also has an immunity that he does not. I remember when he came out, that was when he came out, 5 stars were. I think they're still very much a thing. Like, I am so proud of that video I did. I think it was 2 or 3 months ago. The 5 stars are worthless. Are you sure? Because a lot of the negative feedback I received on it was like, bro, in 2 weeks, 2 months, content's gonna be coming out, and there's no way to be able to use them. And then here we have Gauntlet, and people are using their 5 stars. It's the hardest content in the game, and people are using the 5 stars. So I'm very proud of that. But I remember when he came out, that was one of the things of well, I'll probably still use Medusa because she also has an immunity. Plus, not for nothing, but her auto block can be helpful,
Yeah. Richard Belding says she is the queen, but he is the king. Okay, so she wins, right? We're talking chess rules.
She's definitely the most powerful. But I think Magneto kind of hurts them both in a way.
But you see, I disagree with that. I'm glad you brought that up because Magneto turns off ability accuracy, but 70% is less than 100, as we know. But the other thing is that Armor Shattered completely shuts off power gain. And you don't always need that. Sometimes the benefits that Magneto gets are much more valuable, especially the ability to bypass miss, auto block, the perfect block if you're dealing with high block damage. I'm not saying that Medusa will always be better than Magneto, not at all. But some of the most annoying robot fights in the game have really problematic power gain, and Magneto can't address that at all, and she can. Richard Belding says they don't gain power when they die from one special 3. I appreciate the quip, but I've definitely seen Magneto players die before they get to their special 3. Megafart says Red Mag's still better. That's not really the argument that I'm having, because I'm very much on the record for thinking that Red Mags is a little bit broken and probably shouldn't have been released in the state that he's in. And I don't feel that way about Medusa, so that would kind of indicate that she's, quote, better. I'm just saying that there are fights where I think she's better. Paul asks, don't know if you've covered it already. How are you liking the buffed war rewards? I'm not really... I mean, it's nice that they improved it. I actually I know not everybody likes the Nexus because... that was close.
I've noticed this. I'll often try to record footage when I'm listening to someone stream. And I've noticed this in my own streams. If the topic piques my interest, I almost always make a mistake. There's extremely high correlation. And so you said the question was about buff war rewards. And I was like, wait, what? And then I get hit.
You got hit.
It happened. I think I was watching Dream and Stream yesterday while trying to record some footage of Sorcerer and things like that. And at some point, I was I actually have to mute him. I have to mute this because I keep messing up on this fight. And then I eventually, of course, brought him back. But yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Work says Mags and Falcon players both have the bad habit of thinking they can do anything.
I would like to add Cable players to that list, but I'm with you.
It's an understandable thing with Cable, all right?
I know. Spin asks if I've ever played Jackbox.
Dude, I love Jackbox, and yes, Quiplash is definitely one of the better ones.
Fell says Mags and Quake are the only 2 broken champions in my eyes. Ghost comes close, but barely avoids it.
I think I can agree with that. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to pick up Lightning Fists because it actually has a nice synergy with Storm if I decide to use her alternate Tempest.
Isn't Muting Dreamer the only way to watch him? I actually tried to. I was in a good mood, and I was trying to kind of screw around. I tried to bait him into a bit of an argument yesterday, and he didn't. He actually chose to ignore it. Like, you could hear him kind of start to read what I wrote, and then he just moved on. So he was trying to do like an itemless run. So I don't blame him at all.
Ben points out that Tigra also benefits from Lightning Fist, which is completely true. Sometimes I forget that she can use combos. And I joke about that because I've actually said in some of my videos, like, remember you can use combos, but I definitely forget sometimes.
Ugh.
You don't have a poison immune, do you?
I can get one. For what? For vision?
For Man Thing. I can actually... I don't want to drop Tigra, but...
Here, because you are. I think you're doing a much better job of like highlighting champions and things like that. I'll move over to that one for this, and I'll take that out so that you don't have to.
Right on time, Buddy Lee says, I'm in that can do anything category with Tigra. I know what you mean, man. You try her on things and then you're like, crap. Like that, that's actually something that I plan to put a video out on. Was trying her on whatever the Cavi Q bosses she could take. And I was really annoyed. We've talked about this before, but I hate how Neutralize, by reducing the enemy's ability accuracy, or buff ability accuracy, also turns off nodes. So that Elsa is built so that anyone can take her, because Combo Party just builds up your buffs, except Tigra, because she only gains those buffs if Neutralize is down, which requires you to back off, and you end up losing your senses. It's just not fun. So I used Tigra with Odin pre-fights. And it was a lot of fun. Oh, take care, Fel. Thanks for joining.
See you, Fel. I think a Mortal Abomination should be totally fine against that.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
All right, so I'm going to take out spam. So...
Oh, and then I need you to drop Spark. Okay, so if you're using a Mortal Abomination, then you probably prefer Buffet being up with the Disorient dash back one.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Mags was my first R3 dude. Falcon is R2. So really... Yeah, they do. They're awesome champions. Congratulations. I haven't been able to follow the conversation as much for a minute here. I hate to do this.
Spinnaker just outed you.
Me? What? What did I do?
Or Ari.
Imagine your cat being able to purify the poison. So this is such a great example of like, it's just how you come down on stuff, because you are 100% right. And while I was thinking through how I was going to bring in, I was like, stupid Cap America Infinity War. Like, he has not done a single thing for me in this run. And it's just, but I get it. You're right. If I had him at Sig 200, although I was wondering if Aegon was high enough though. But that's just it. Like, there's just champions you enjoy, and I think you find reasons to use them. And then there's champions you don't enjoy, and you find reasons not to use them. Sometimes overly stubbornly so. I know I am guilty of the over stubborn on it. Kind of like my run through Gauntlet. I knew there was going to be some flaws in it, with the team I took. Where if I just hadn't been as stubborn, it probably could have been a little smoother. All right, I miss Starkey here. I can't wait for him to come out as a 6-star.
Yeah,
not
it's
that
definitely time.
Yeah, I mean, not that you can't use the 5-star. You can, obviously.
Whoop,
but
that was dumb. Why did I do that?
Hopefully not Storm. I know you've been enjoying her.
No, and APOC will heal. I just literally ran into Ultron's special one.
Well,
It was kind of like you were talking about. I was like, ooh, I like talking about this.
yes, absolutely.
Oh, I just found a way to abuse Ultron's buggy nature. With his evade, you know how it will trigger, it will say that like he evaded when he's stunned, even though he didn't sometimes, and that will trigger Spry and do other stuff.
I think it's Spry. I think Spry is the problem, by the way. But yes.
No, well, Ultron is part of the problem because just now I hit him 3 times while he was stunned, but while the evade counter was up with Apocalypse, and now my evade counter is at 100.
That's weird.
So I got 3 more evade charges without him evading.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's very cool. Rohit, oh, is that you? Rohit, do you use a different name on Discord? You must, or that is a really bizarre coincidence. Yeah, if you don't mind, if you could, I think a lot of people really liked it. Put it if you don't mind listing it on the food and drink channel. We have a food and drink channel on the Discord server, and recently, like I love. I know this is like an all-encompassing term, but I love food of the Mediterranean and Middle East. It's delicious. All the different varieties and flavors from the different regions and things like that. I just love it. And he put a photo up, and I got hungry immediately.
Spin asks a question that. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, sorry.
I was going to say, Spin asks a question that's worth bringing up. He says, APOC can't counter Ultron's evade at 100, though, can he? He actually can, because what Apocalypse does is he doesn't reduce evade ability accuracy. He develops a chance to bypass it. And so, Force of Will, Ultron, all of those kinds of things don't actually prevent him from countering evade. As you can see in this fight.
I'm really lucky that you didn't bring that up like literally seconds later, because I'm very interested in that topic. And no, I honestly, it's one of the ones that would have caused me to make a mistake. In fact, I'll just try to get through this fight.
Yeah. Spin, that is a good. Sorry. It is a good point. Vega and I talked about that a bit on the Gauntlet planning run, because we were wondering how it interacted with the Force of Will, Nightcrawler, and Spider-Gwen, and I went and looked up the text. And we were like, okay, well, that should work then. And then, obviously, it did. Meta says Aegon's basically debuff immune now anyway. What combo is he at? Oh yeah, that is him who posted those.
I was hoping to. Oh, that's awesome to know, man. Because you know, I know you comment on videos and you attend the stream, so it's cool to be able to put that together. Fell's another person like that, and John Lash is another person like that. So it's always kind of fun to know it's the same person. I also wanted to heal up Immortal Eye Bomb, so that fight worked out really well for him. Let me add this. I think we got a super chat here.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Our boy Kais. Kais, dude. In fact, let me everyone indulge me for a second here. Kais put out, I gotta go to my subscriptions.
Oh yeah, the Maw video?
Yeah, I think people need to see this. So this was a great reminder.
Let's see, what SIG is this Ultron? I can handle that.
What the heck? Let me find it. So Kai's put out a really awesome video on Ebony Maw. And I think I gotta watch it a second time. And I gotta play him myself again. But he's better than I thought. No matter what, after watching this video, he is better than I thought. And I want to get this out. I don't know. I almost never watch YouTube on my
There's one of those
my
Tigra can
computer.
do anything fights. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm like pausing because I can't find it. And there it is.
But I was saying there's one of those that Buddy and I were talking about, because sometimes you're like, oh yeah, Tigra's great for vision, and then you ignore nodes like yeah, it's done. You ignore nodes like long distance relationship, which turn off her ability to miss.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, but you can play around it, and she was great for that.
I don't know if Kaiser's still in the chat, and if anyone is like, seriously, check out his video. I just put it in the chat. It does a really great job of showing like Ebony Maw can do some things, and it's not as slow as I thought it was. He does address it though. This isn't like an unrealistic video. Check that out. All right, sorry, I took me a minute to navigate YouTube's thing. I almost always watch it on my phone, so it's kind of weird to be on my computer.
Yeah. Yeah, PWF. I did see that discussion about how apparently Apocalypse's bleed immunity is coded as an instant purify at the start, which means that if you use him against Jubilee while running attrition masteries, you have a very bad time. He basically just dies instantly, which is really annoying because like it does say immunity, but I guess that's something that just doesn't come up unless you're basically fighting Jubilee, or what is that one node? Cold Turkey?
Campos here. What's up, dude? Thanks for the tips on how to play War Machine. I'm gonna try to revisit him because I do have him awakened now, and I see the value in his pre-fights, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Meta, all right, dude. See ya, man. Meta and I just cannot be in the same alliance at the same time. People are going to start thinking we're the same person.
Yeah. It is funny how it keeps working out.
Yeah. Do you have an answer for this pun 99?
If I was more confident against him with Tigra, I know you can take him, but I don't have that timing down perfectly. I mean, I can brute force that, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I have Perpetual Offense, Buff Cornucopia, Lightning Fists. I can definitely take that with either of my mutants. It's just not a perfect answer.
Okay. It's up to you if you want me to try to bring someone in. Or him. Oh.
Ooh. You mind taking down Juggernaut?
Yeah, no problem.
Are you, well, actually, I should ask, are you good for Mole Man? Because I do have really good answers for him, so I have no problem going that way.
Why don't you go that way then?
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, probably prefer Spark Down.
Okay. And I think I had the same thoughts on if you could take down Juggernaut.
Yeah, no retreat is a pain.
So were you good with pun, or did you want me to bring someone in?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, buddy, I'm just saying I haven't practiced that particular special with her. You guys are willing to watch me do a duel for a minute.
The next room's the room with all the Ultron drones, right?
No, that would be 10, so we have a few more.
Oh. Well, that was pointless then. You can't undo, like once you go to character select, like
No.
Yeah. I don't even
That's one
remember.
of those heavy counters I'm not great at.
Who am I fighting?
It's just a little quick. Spark and then God, I forget.
Yeah. Oh well. Let's see what happens.
I can tell you in a minute.
Nah, it's fine.
I let those expire.
I'm sure it's not exactly riveting to watch me stare at my screen. Ant-Man, thanks. I should have looked up. My gauntlet opening with 6 soldier to fix it. Sasquatch and stealthy. All new. Yeah, man, I wish I could act excited about those. People like stealthy. I just don't. And I see the value in him. I just don't like him. But he does seem to be the best champion out of there. Is Paul here? I didn't say hi to Paul. What's up, Paul? When you get a moment, check my Twitter. We always parody tease This is the last. Oh, right on for sure. Yeah, I haven't been on. I don't think I've been on Twitter all day, so I will definitely check that out. That'll be fun.
It's half joking, but I'm going to do it. What? Unable to start duel due to an unknown error. Excuse me.
And did you lose the dual credit?
I did not.
No, I guess that's okay, at least a little bit, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Nope, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. Avoid that.
I love Sorcerer.
She's excellent.
I know she's not flashy, and kind of like with Professor X, I took him to R2, and then I just didn't play them for a while, so I'm very rusty with her.
Don't get step backed by the AI.
Okay. She's incredible. All right. I ranked 3 CGR as my second. He puts in work too. Nice. I like CGR a lot. I think Sorcerer Supreme is right in front of me. Sorcerer Supreme's awesome. Awesome. All right, I gotta go back up in the chat a little bit.
It's too quick.
I pulled 6 Airwalk from the side quest and have no idea how to use him. Yeah, Paul, I'm sorry, buddy. Now I understand the Rena points comment. Yeah, I think that's a great use for him. Is Rena. I think Buddy Lee was helping out DLL there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he was outlining basically the strategy I was going to use. I just haven't practiced it much. Got in one duel. We'll see.
Right on. Hey, we won the war. Cool. I had an OG A-bomb Karnak Mordo before getting CTR 6-star. Stealthy sucks, no value whatsoever. Mega, I don't like playing the guy, and if I don't play him, then if I don't like playing him, then I won't play him. So therefore, I have a rank 2 stealthy that I literally never ever use. He is an example for me of if I can find another way around a node, even if I feel like it's built for him, I will. Do you guys know 6-star Blade and Voodoo in this? 6-star Blade, that was fun. You know what? I used a counter that I haven't seen anyone use for 6-star Blade, but I know we're kind of getting where it's the 11th already. Are we too far in the month for me to put a video out on that? Would you guys like to see it?
I hope not.
I don't know. Oh, really? Okay. Strife.
Well, because I was just putting together some footage for fun stuff.
I know he's been giving people trouble. It's just Gauntlet, kept me so busy last week. I'm supposed to be taking down a fight. I thought I was like purposely talking because I thought
Gives
you were
me
doing
more time to dual
stuff.
Punisher.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Strife is excellent for that fight against
I used Apocalypse every time
I could
because
see
the
that.
special attacks are unblockable.
Just the
So you just knock
FQ2.
him down and all special attacks from both characters are unblockable.
Oh, you know what? That's funny. Yes, you're probably. I believe you.
But that means that you can knock him down with the heavy when you have a special ready and immediately throw it with Apocalypse, which is obviously quite nice.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Do you have a Strife?
I do. I have an unduped rank 2 that I just pulled.
It's kind of a longer fight because you're not ramping him up or anything probably during the quest. And so it's just a bunch of taking advantage of his... Oh, man, this is why I shouldn't talk and play. It's a bunch of taking advantage of his passive shock.
Mm-hmm.
But it works out well.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because life cycle's only active.
We're literally waiting on me to take this down, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, then I'm not going to sit here and heal up Aegon. I missed something, guys. I'm sorry I missed it. I heard the alert, though. If it was something, please don't feel bad repeating it. I think it was probably a new subscriber.
Yeah, I've definitely heard AA is the way to go as much as possible.
Yeah, again, Archangel's incredible. Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Duke, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Are you going to be...
Okay, don't heavy count. Gotcha.
Are you excited for the upcoming war season? If you're around, buddy. You can spam heavy with Aegon.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Well, against heroes. Yeah, Jacob, I just made a stupid mistake, and then I would have, if this was like a really serious run where we were trying to get to room 20, like when there was that achievement, I probably would have just sat there with the armor break and willpower healed up, but no one wants to sit and watch that. Not pushing much, excited for R4s. Yeah, dude, R4s are coming way faster than I honestly wanted them to, and that I expected. I'm a little... It is what it is. I actually think... I feel weird saying this. I think Kabam's been doing I really like where the game's at. I think if they can fix up war a little bit, and what they've done with the rest of the game is making me feel comfortable being patient with them to fix up war. That's where I'm at right now.
That's bold.
I enjoyed the heck out of Gauntlet. I think they've made more and more moves to... I personally feel like they have... Sorry, I just got a message from my family. I feel like they have personally provided like almost like a disincentive, or they have decreased the incentives to actually spend on this game, like mindless spending. Like just I'm going crazy on crystals. I think part of it is me just getting better at the game, the YouTube channel, all these various things that you guys have heard me say a ton of times. But I also think that there's just a bit of the drop rates have increased. You can get the champion through a 6-star arena, like if you really truly just badly want it. I think there's just a lot of stuff that they've done. You can earn insane rank up rewards by doing those Koreanas challenges and by doing the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet was incredibly fun. Like, yeah, I get it. Like Quake and Ghosts, I understand that. I do. That being said, if you chose not to use them, or if you didn't have them, you could still do it and have an absolute blast using these champions that you've ranked up and accumulated over time. I'm very happy with the current state of the game. I know I might be alone on that one.
Real quick, I just want to say, if you're still here, thanks for the tip, buddy. That was pretty easy. Yeah, just avoiding the heavy counter made that simple. He does get a little stingy, but that wasn't too bad. But yeah, I pretty much agree with you. less optimistic overall, because it's one thing to say I'm fine with waiting for them to fix war, except that I actually think that their recent updates actively made it worse. The tier system is broken and has been for a very long time. And by reducing the bonus you get from winning, they make what tier you're in even more important relative to how well you actually play. And I just, that more than anything else really, really bugs me. Because especially when you combine that with nerfing the map at the top and making it easier, we're going to end up having more stressful wars because each death matters more. And then when we win some of those stressful wars, we're going to end up maybe not even getting ahead in the rankings because of it. Because even if we're in tier 1, maybe we matched a tier 2 alliance, and the coin toss meant that we got the map 2 multiplier. And they actually made that aspect of it worse, so that your season ranking is less dependent on skill, and then they buffed the rewards. And if they had just left it alone and said, hey, we're working on it, and then buffed the rewards, then I might feel differently. But that's kind of where I am on that. I'm actually going to be right back. I just need to take something out of the oven for my girlfriend.
That sounds important. Yeah. Rohi, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it, and definitely looking forward to seeing that in the channel. Thank you for sharing that. Hilbert, what's up, dude? Vega, may I ask you what your definition of fun is? I'm dying every gauntlet run. Honestly, I think Kabam overstated that, you're going to need all 6-star R3s. Obviously, that's not true. But I think what they were doing is, if I interpret it with positive intention, is they were trying to say, like, this is how hard this is going to be. This is truly going to test your roster. And in some ways, it's going to test your skill. Like, I used revives. I used potions. I did not need to use units. Where players like Swidia and Metal Sonic Dude, I think Iron Patriot and Agent X, they used, like, between the 4 of them combined, I think they used like 3 or 4 revives. So there's varying degrees in there. I had an absolute blast going in there and using my champions kind of like how I wanted. There being like a real test to them. And so to me, that was an absolute blast. I didn't solo every fight. You guys saw, I think, pretty much I think I put out every fight, even the ones that didn't go well. Because I just wanted you to see that, one, they didn't all go well, but also I wanted you to kind of learn from my mistakes and say, like, here's how Professor X could do this fight. Here's the mistakes I made. So if you go in and do this, hopefully you don't make them too. And I just had a blast with it. It also wasn't punishing me, though. And I think that's because my account and my skill combined equaled, okay, this content will be fun. People with more skill definitely don't need that account, and people with more powerful accounts probably don't need the skill as much. And it's just kind of that equation.
Yep. And there is definitely a threshold there where if your account is below a certain size, or if you don't have, as Spinnaker told me, I should have coined them the 4 horsemen of the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Which I would say are Quake, Ghost, Professor X, and Apocalypse. And I don't think there's a whole lot of room for discussion on that, honestly.
Yeah.
If you don't have those 4 and you are not above a certain skill level where you can make champs like iHulk or Kingpin or some of those other interesting options work, you may not want to do it.
Yeah.
And that's just the unfortunate reality for right now.
Well, Duke, and this is starting to come out now too. Duke is saying, like, CGR rocks Gauntlet. I didn't even think about trying him. Like, when I saw it, I was very much like, I want to use a mutant team. We did a whole 2-hour planning stream. And I remember saying early on, I was like, look, I'll admit, I am motivated to use all mutant teams, so I'm going to interpret every fight through that. But that's cool to hear, CGR. And I think this is the comforting thing. I wish Kabam would let us know the schedule that they're going to bring it back on. But I also get it, they're a for-profit company. So if they can entice people whose accounts really aren't ready for it to try to get it in now because they don't know when it's going to come back, it behooves kabam to do that. They're going to make, some extra money. There's a lot of excitement for it and that sort of thing. I mean, that's one of the things they do, right? Information is vital in this game in planning.
Yeah.
And so therefore the lack of it on the player side, it causes us to do things like open crystals or buy these deals or what have you. But I wish maybe like when it goes away, or like maybe a week before it goes away, they would say, hey guys, this will come back on a every 3-month schedule, or you should expect to see this within the next 6 months or something like that. There's a lot of talk on that. Let's go ahead and get to at least get.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I think Colossus for sure comes down, and then probably Cable, but either Cable or War Machine would be fine.
Which side are you?
I'm good with either. I have good answers for Hitmonkey and for Immortal Hulk. The boss does have spiked armor, though.
Okay, should I take him? I haven't looked at this at all. I started talking.
I don't know, because Sorcerer can handle it, but slowly.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, and I would do it with Tigra because she can stop the buff, but he also has cornered. So honestly, none of mine are great, but I can.
Who would be the options for this?
Out Tigra. Let me go take a look.
I mean, Guardian, obviously.
All right. Well, why don't I bring in Guardian and then I'll go right side.
Okay. Yeah, because actually, I think my only non-crit option is a Crossbones I haven't ranked up, or a Gilly 99 who doesn't work with cornered. You said you were going to go right?
Yeah, I'll go right side. And who did you need me to take down? Colossus?
Yeah. Yes, to Colossus. And then, do you want... do you want to deal with Flux Dispersal where you have to heavy periodically, or do you want his special 2 to not be unblockable?
His SP2 unblockable, I think, is fine. I'm trying to remember the animation.
Okay. I normally don't push him, so
yeah,
it's either way.
I'm trying to think of who I should bring Guardian in for, because if I bring him in for Aegon, he's going to be at low health. I don't particularly want to bring him in for Sorcerer, though, or I-Bomb. I'll just take Sorcerer out, as much as I've been enjoying her.
Are you okay with Flux Dispersal? Actually, I don't know much about those.
None of those are really heavy champs. So, okay, I can use Tigra for Cable and just avoid parry.
Okay. Is Colossus shock immune?
I don't believe so. Spin says, do watch out for the shocks on Guardian Special 3 and Special 2 with cornered. But, I mean, he does hard counter spiked armor, so I think you'll probably be okay, just as long as you're aware of that.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Probably remind me as I go in.
Gilbert says Colossus not shocking.
Thank you.
Hey, Max. Thanks for coming.
Spin, did you see that? I got in one perfect block. I've been working on that, actually.
Really thought I'd press that sooner.
Getting the spacing on it right, though, is it's a new challenge for me. But it is nice. When I get it, it is a nice way to get Guardian's power up a lot more quickly and kind of just speed up a Guardian fight. Oh, I just saved. Oh, you just saved that minion. You already, man. You already. Okay, I hope those deals are great then.
Oh,
Duke, you passed me. I'm sitting on a lot of tier 5 CC, my friend. I'm sitting on a lot of tier 5 CC. Work in progress. It was getting close to me, maybe past me too. So we'll see. We'll see. I got some rank ups coming. Yeah, OYC, that's right. Hey, buddy, what's up, dude? Great to see you on the stream. Strife, that's right. You've been talking to me about Strife. That is for sure. William Stoner, if you're talking about Aegon 4 Gauntlet, please, please, please check out some videos on that for sure. And not just trying to get a view, please check out my planning video on it. You'll see I've uploaded, I think, 3 Aegon teams because we didn't have any, and I asked, and a bunch of people sent them to me. There's some pain points with using Aegon. You just make sure you're prepared for it.
Yeah,
he can do great though. He can do great things. So it's not a don't.
Yeah, we have a friend who did really well with him. But to qualify that, this friend also took him above 800 combo in one run against Weapon X without messing up and without feeling the need to quit out.
Yeah.
So this person is very confident with Aegon. Okay, so that's 2 questions about the offers. I guess Duke wasn't here earlier, and Hilbert mentioned them to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan because, like I said earlier, I think to me it just says Kabam is not going to wait very long before we see rank 4s, and it looks like spenders and the people who rank first in war are going to have the first R4s, and that it's not going to come from content. It points me. But that said, I don't know whether they're worth it or not. I know that anything like that is always too rich for my blood.
I don't know exactly how much they are and how much is included in them. So I would have to take a look before I would feel educated in commenting on them or comfortable on it.
Whoops, that was dumb. I got so excited about showing off one of my favorite interactions that I ran smack dab into another one.
Clearly, there's a part to Hulk's kit that I don't know, that I've never run into before. Or was that the node? Is anyone watching know if that couldn't have been the node? I feel like he came out of his immortal stage, and then I went in to hit him, and for whatever reason...
Oh, yeah. He has a thing like Phoenix. He's invisibly unstoppable right when that happens. You cannot touch him.
You know what? I've just never run into that before somehow. I don't know why. I don't know why I've never run into that. Does he not always regen?
I mean, Assassin or other ability accuracy can turn it off, which is one of his main weaknesses.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got smacked early before I realized that.
Literally, I believe I've even fought him in war. I've never run into that before. That's why, even on the rankings video, I'm like, I actually don't have him. I'm not fully educated on him. I really am just going off of what I've seen other people put out. Well,
we may be running into a hard limit on this stream. I just got a battery warning on my iPad.
Okay.
I did charge it before this. We've just been too exciting.
The iPad's all tuckered out. If you kill him before he gets 15 gamma, he won't regen as well. Maybe that's what it's been, Work. Maybe I just usually kill him more quickly. Because I don't think I've fought like a big beefy one.
Yeah, if you normally take him with like Archangel or something, I could see him just not having the gamma necessary.
Yeah. I mean, I even fought one earlier in this run, if I remember correctly. Josh, what's up, dude? How you doing? All right. What was I supposed to remember to not do against this Skulk?
Just remember that he has cornered, so I would not throw your special 2 or special 3 while he's at high power.
Okay.
Works as Nick, all light attacks is how I normally take Immortal Hulk. Yeah, that makes sense. I tend to take him with Killmonger when I see him.
Why light attacks?
I think that's extra bleeds, right? Or like better bleeds.
With Nick.
Yeah.
Got it. I realized what you said now. I thought that was just like general fighting him advice.
Nuke says Warlock works great. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that was a bad idea to try to perfect block that.
That was brave.
Big green monster comes running at me with a hammer, and I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my finger off the block button.
We know each other.
William, honestly, I just took my Professor X up to rank 3. I was immediately excited when I got him. When I got him, and I took him to rank 2, and then I ranked Apocalypse first, and I just went down that lane. So I didn't play him for an extremely long time. I am not going to claim to be an expert, and I'm most definitely nowhere near as good at this game as either of those two guys are. But I am hoping to put out a lengthy and detailed kind of like guide, and just showing him in a variety of spaces. One of the things I don't know if they've gone over it, because obviously I can't watch every video, or I don't watch every video. But one of the things that I feel like I'm finding as I'm playing him, right, like currently, like yesterday and the last couple of days, is I know spacing is a huge deal with Angela. And I feel like she was one of the first champions to really be like, no, you really got to know the spacing. Obviously, it's been important before that, but that really felt like, that was like critical to her kit. And now that I'm going back and playing him, to me, he feels like, because he came into the game before Tiger, right? I believe he did.
I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Hype for me was the first big spacing one. Got to get those heavy counters.
Absolutely. I feel like as a community, if I had been more on it, I would have felt like, no, spacing with him is critical and key, and it will allow you to take fights you otherwise think he could not. So I'm very excited at that. Someone's headed now. Hilbert, all right, thanks. Thank you so much for stopping by. So yeah.
Okay. I'm happy to take, soon, yeah.
Right.
But I was going to say, if you want to take down Vision, I'm happy to take Hood, because I-Bomb would be good for Sasquatch, right?
I think so. I mean, without there being qualifier on or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'll probably take Quake, as much as that makes me nervous. And the boss is a nothing.
Good. See you, guys. All right. I cannot believe I still have not seen Loki. Has everyone seen Loki? No spoilers, please. Please, please, please. As I said, I really have not seen it. It's just a sign of like what my week has been like. But was it good? Did everyone enjoy it? If you could somehow just say it was good or not, I would really appreciate it.
I enjoyed it.
You did?
Yeah.
Magneto down. Looking forward to watching it tonight. No, it was really Loki was incredible. All right, cool. Liked it. Yes, really enjoyed it. Awesome. Oh, he didn't die? Whoa. Whoa.
I'm sorry, that was such a textbook Magneto error.
Yeah. What the heck?
That was amazing.
Vision, you got to know your place. You got to know your place. You're supposed to die.
Stoner says, favorite first episode of any of those shows.
I couldn't stand WandaVision. I remember actively complaining about it.
When it first dropped, you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was like you and a couple other guys on the Discord server who were like, just give it some time. You guys pointed out a few things. And then as clearly, if you've been with the stream long enough, I watch New Rockstars. They pointed out a lot of like Easter eggs in there and tie-ins. And I was like, okay, I can do this for a couple more episodes. And then I ended up loving it. I'm making us look silly for DL. I do that all the time, Mr. Belding. That is, I've been doing that for years, my friend. Yeah, I've been doing that for years. This is a beefy Sasquatch. Holy smokes. Dude, DLL, I need you to put out your Killmonger guide soon. Because that's the one. That is the one that people still... And I get it. Like I bring them up because I don't think they're trolling. Trolls I just ignore, like whatever. But people are legitimately like, Killmonger in top shelf? You are crazy. And I'm almost getting to the point where I'm like, maybe I just need to rank through mine and give him like all the stones. Just like go nuts on things and do a video on it. But I would really prefer it if you did that.
Yeah. No, I've been storing my recordings in folders. There's 5%. All right, I'm gonna kill this boss, and then we're gonna have to stop. But
good, because I'm about to die to this Sasquatch.
I've been storing my videos in folders by champion, and I have 25 in the Killmonger folder.
Okay.
Just need to put them together.
Beautiful. Episode 3 of Wanda was, everyone said, yeah, Mr. Belding, exactly. Episode 3. I didn't think through the fact that I was going to lose all my power, so I was just slow playing to the SB2. Yeah, that's not good. You can do like full team revives in this, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to really enjoy doing that, but I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Mr. Belding, I could not agree with you more. I think a lot of it for me was expectation. It was a long time of not seeing the MCU, and like I wanted Captain America and Iron Man. Well, I guess not Iron Man, but oh man, now I'm sad. Maybe I did want Iron Man. Anyways, well, I have that moment. I wanted these people flying around and beating up on monsters and villains, and that's obviously not what that was about, especially not in the beginning. And so I think I brought in too many expectations and ideas on it. This note's kind of a pain in the butt, dude.
Is it what is that?
I'm
power focus?
Yeah, it's something that's causing me to drain my power.
Yeah, there's Plague Mind and power focus, so he gets more and you get less.
Yeah.
If you get a number of evades in a row, though, excuse me, you do still have
Oh yeah, I'm not using my.
Strategic movement.
Oh, that was dumb. I know better than to do that. I've kind of made peace with I am not going to finish this guy off, and I'll probably have to team revive when we pick this back up.
Okay. I mean, you did say that you were not feeling great. It happens.
Yeah. I appreciate you even making an excuse for me. Although I am now wondering how
I'm not going to give you.
how I'm going to
Oh, it
handle
was just-
the heal.
Mm. Well, if you team revive, you do have eye bomb.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you need to do is just stack up strategic movement and get off a big special one with eye bomb and just do a bunch of huge poisons.
Yeah, I think if I had taken this seriously in the beginning, that
Yeah. Well, you also have toxic advance. You can throw heavies and stack poisons.
Okay. Well, let's talk through when we pick this back up. What, probably next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometime within the next. Let's see. Let's check when that.
You know what? I agree with Mr. Stoner here. There was something
Sometime in the
inherently
next
wrong
4
with
days.
that. All right, so let's pick it up early next week. We'll finish this off. It was fun. I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah. Mr. Fernandez, Lance invite sent. Okay, thank you very much. I log off and I'll go do some stuff, and then I'll be joining. So thank you. And dude, this was as usual. This is an absolute blast. Thank you everyone who showed up, and DLL, dude. Glad we could do this together, buddy.
Yeah, it's been a while, like you said.
Yeah.
All right.
Take
See
care.
everybody next time.
Yeah, take care.
Take care.